plant community. I'm Pam and thank you for tuning into my channel. Today's word is resiliency. You know, one of the things that I really love about plants, or all living things for that matter, is the willingness to survive. And that's what today's topic is about. Plants that just come out of nowhere and just survive the brink of death. And if you've been watching a couple of my channels, I've actually am doing or have been doing a segment called Thriving Thursday. And I want to say, I believe the first episode, I kind of go over a couple of plants there that has also survived the brink of death. So whenever you get a chance, please check it out and give it a big like for me if you're into that kind of thing. So today I'm going to show you guys two plants that have done a complete turnaround, a comeback, if you will. From my collection that, I am really surprised and I'm happy to share. But before I go into detail with the two plants, there is something that I did want to share. I found it quite interesting and I'm hoping that you'll get a kick out of it too. Now, in my collection I also have a Philodendron Ernestii. I'm going to try to put the picture somewhere so you can actually see what the plant looks like. And when I got the plant was one stem, but it also had just this wooded stem, and it had like nodes on it. And I trimmed that off, but before I threw it in the trash, I said, you know what, let me just see what will happen. And I want to show you guys, because it's this piece right here. Look at this. It's all a wood piece. But it's actually grown like a water root right here. But look at this. It's actually a leaf coming out and starting to unfurl. And it's like a little baby something right here that's coming out. So I guess it's going to turn into another Ernestii. I can't really wait to see. I'm really shocked because, like I said, as you can see, the stem is just really woody. And these area roots were kind of dead and dry. But since I saw that it did have nodes, I said, let me just take a chance, and I stuck it in water. And it's been in water for a few months now, and I'm just surprised that it actually grew something. So talk about that whole scenario of a rose growing out of concrete. Just thought this was neat, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. You let me know what you think about this. I think it's pretty cool. But I'm going to move on to the two plants that I wanted to discuss with you guys for this particular episode. The first plant is actually going to be my Rhaphidophora tetrasperma. I'm showing this to you. Now, you're probably looking at it and like, oh, depending on how much of an enthusiastic person you are in regards to the multitudes of leaves. But let me just share some information. I know it's not big, but trust me, it's definitely made a comeback. When I first brought this plant, I want to say, really before the beginning of this year. And when I got it, it was a very small specimen. And I don't know if you can actually see, but this leaf right here, the plant came looking just like this particular leaf right here. And I didn't have a whole lot of them. It was like more of a, let's say, 4 or 5 of these leaves. And one by one, they were getting yellow and they were falling off. And it was literally down to probably like this leaf right here. And then it's another leaf right here. And I was like, dang, I just had the plant. I didn't do much to it. What the heck is going on? And I looked into the actual soil, and man, oh man, the daggone thing, practically, I brought it when it was in the midst of rotting. And it had all the roots were pretty much mushy, dark, and anything. I had to cut it all back, and I put nothing but just the stick and the 2 leaves that was left in water. And I had it in water, you guys, for months. Months and months and months. And then it came to around like May or June. And I was about to say, you know what, I'm getting tired of this. I actually thought it was tissue culture, and that was the reason why I wasn't rooting. Because that, usually when I put something in water, typically under my care will root. And the fact that it wasn't even after months, it just lead me to think that maybe it was a tissue culture. And I was actually about to throw it in the trash. And you guys, the very day I was going to just give up on the plant, so you know what, I'm just going to have to shop around and try to find another pot of this or some other cheaper value plant. I looked and then I saw that a leaf was coming out, and when I pulled it out of the water, I actually saw that it was roots growing, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, "What? After all this time?" And I had to look at him like, "Did you know I was going to throw you out? You must have knew I was going to throw you out." And then literally, like the whole summertime, it just literally one leaf after another. So all this that you see right here is actually new growth that it has provided me during the summer months. And so now we're about to approach winter, so of course it's dying down. This is actually the last new leaf that it did give me. I say about a few days ago that it actually unfurled. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it'll surprise me some more and still give me new leaves through the winter season. I really don't know. And then it also started really showing us behind see these aerial roots? Started really showing all these roots. So, it just goes to show, never count them out because they'll surprise you. And this plant definitely did surprise me. So I just can't wait to get it to look like my Swiss cheese plant that I probably am going to share with you, or I've already shared with you. I really can't remember. But can't wait to see what this baby's going to do for me. Now, the second plant that I'm going to share with you is going to be philodendron, my philodendron substratum. This plant, let's see, and I love backs. That backing is just first of all, the veneration of the plant alone is what draws me in. But the icing on the cake, guys, is the redness, the hue red that's in the back. Now I'm also going to try to put a picture somewhere around me of what I had to work with. So when I got this plant, and I want to say I ordered this maybe from Ecuador. Not quite sure. But when I got this plant, it was very beautiful. It actually came with, this is the only original leaf of the plant, by the way. But when I got it, it actually had 3 leaves like this. One was yellowing and on its way out, and one was about to yellow. And this was the only one. And believe it or not, the stem, which is why I have this stick right here, the stem was kind of cracked. It's kind of cracked right here. So I didn't know if this was going to survive or not. And if you look at the picture that I'm sharing with you guys of what it initially looked like, I was literally stuck with just this leaf on this stem right here. So it was this leaf, and really, let me show you guys better. It was this leaf that was actually on this stem. And what I did was, because I just was so scared that this leaf right here, the original leaf, was just going to die off, I just cut it. I cut this, I put this in water, and then I took this piece right here and I stuck it in water. And this literally had nothing on it. It had no stem. And I had it in water, and a whole lot of roots actually developed after a few weeks. And so I just took the stem, bald and all, and I just put it in soil. And I had it underneath my Scentsy Grow Light in my plant room, and I was just taking care of it like as if it had leaves. And then all of a sudden, oh my gosh, I saw a growing eye coming out, which provided me with this growth right here. And then this just started unfurling, and it provided me with all these leaves. So all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these leaves are all new. And I'm also getting a shoot. I don't know if you guys can see it. Hopefully it focus. There's this shoot right here that's coming out. And then I actually have, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but an actual shoot coming out right here, guys. And, I mean, it just came back. It fought with a vengeance. Alright, I was actually surprised. I did not know what it was going to do, especially with this stem, because if you can see, it looked woodsy and kind of like it was just gone, you know, but it held on tight and it grew all this new healthy stem with the roots. So I don't even know what I'll do. You know, I think I'm just going to let it be and let it grow to its fullest potential. But I mean, isn't it just beautiful? And the leaves are just it's getting to where I need it to be. It's not almost like it's not quite as long and wide as this, but look at it. It is beautiful and it's very easy care. I just water it when it gets completely dry, and it's just been just thriving, and I'm so proud of it. I'm proud of both of these plants. So I guess the moral of this particular segment is don't count your chickens before it hatch. Like, don't count these plants out. If they look like they're dead, don't give up on them. And, you know, I was to the point of like, say something, I'm giving up on you. And boy, they said something to me, and I'm so glad that I listened and I hung in there. So this is it for this particular episode. Please keep in mind, you guys, if you love foliage as much as I do and you love listening to planting things, definitely subscribe, and please hit the like button if you have been hitting my like buttons. Thank you so much for the support. Enjoy your day wherever you are in the world. Until next time, guys, much love. Bye.